Dear student, welcome to all of you in my online maths video class. In this video class, we will discuss a new topic, that is measure of central tendency. According to examination point of view, this is very important topic, and questions, one or two questions always are asked from this topic, that is measure of central tendency. Some question may be asked in 6 marks also, and sometimes 3 marks and 4 marks. In class 9, in class 9 we also discuss about the statistics. There we find the value of mean, median and mode using some formula. We also draw the histogram, okay, and some graph also with the help of graph. Here in 10th class, we will discuss measure of central tendency, that is chapter number 21. In this topic, in this chapter, we will discuss the mean, median and mode. After that, histogram and foci. All the three topics, mean, median, mode, and is very important. And every year, either histogram or foci asked in examination. Therefore, according to board point of view, you should also have a command over this topic. Let us start the introduction of this topic. That is, what is measure of central tendency? Here a word is used, that is central tendency. Here, central tendency. What is the meaning of this? Dear student, in our daily life, we find that some statistical data has a tendency to cluster around a certain value. Means there is a value, and around which all the other values, other data are clustered. Okay? To find that value, that central value is called measure of central tendency. In this way, here we find the central tendency using mean, the second median, and the third one mode. Mean, median and mode. We find the mean. First we discuss the mean. In class 9, it was explained that mean is equal to sum of observation upon number of observation. Means sigma fi, sigma xi by n. It means if in a match a player score 0, 7, 70, 100, 150, 200 and 75, then what is the mean of this value? So in this case, we find mean is equal to 0 plus 7 plus 17 plus 100 plus 150 plus 200 plus 75 upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 number, means number of observation. Okay, so using this formula in class 9 we find the mean of the given observation. Here also in exercise some questions, first of 4-5 questions is based on this formula. Some example is also given. You should go through it so that you know the basic things about the mean. In our topic, in our syllabus, we have to find the mean with the help of 3 formulas. The first one is direct method. The second one is deviation method. Deviation method is also known as shortcut method. This is also known as Assume mean method. Assume mean method. And the last topic, whatever we will discuss, that is state deviation. State deviation method. Okay, in this way we have to discuss the three rule for finding the mean. The first one is direct method, the second one is deviation method, the third one is escape deviation method. Here the deviation method is also known as shortcut method or assume mean method. Now according to situation of the question, we have to solve the given with the help of the formula. If in the question it is mentioned that solve the following question using step deviation method or using assume mean method, at that time we are bound to solve the particular question only with that formula. But if any instruction is not given, we are free to use any one of these. Let us see how we to solve the mean with the help of direct method. Let in a class there are some students. Out of that student, 5 students getting 15 marks in a class test. There are 7 students who are getting 6 marks. There are 10 students who are getting 12 marks, and there are 15 students who are getting 10 marks. Okay? Here this is xi, this is fi. Means there are 5, or we can write like this way. Here this is fi and this is xi. We can change this position here also. It will be better to write this. Here 15, 6, 12 and 10. It will be better if you write it in this way. There are 5 students whose score is 50 marks. Means the number of students is 5 who is getting 15 marks in an examination. There are 6 students. There are 7 students whose score is 6. There are 10 students whose score is 12. And there are 15 students whose score is 10. This type question is given. In this case, we have to find here xi and fi. This type of data is called discrete data. Discrete data. Discrete group data also we can find. This is the group data in the form of discrete. If the question is given, then it will be in this form here, like this. Here will be xi and here fi. Here 15 and 5. Here 6, 7, 12 and 12, 10. And here will be 10 and 15. And the question is find the mean using direct method. Then what we do? Just like in the form of column. After that we multiply 15 5 are 75, 42, 120, 100. Like that we try to write. Okay, and then we find the total number of students. Total number of students. This is the number of students. Here marks. We can write here like this way also. Marks. Number of students. Student. Okay, there are 5 students whose score is 15. There are 7 students whose score is 6. 10 students whose score is 12 marks. 15 students of the class is scoring 10. Whatever we get here, that will be the total number of students in that particular class. And after that we find here fi here, sigma fi. Sigma is used for summation. Here sigma fi di means F1 d1 plus F2 dt plus F3 dt like that. Sigma fi means F1 plus F2 plus F3 up to that. Therefore, there sigma fi means F1, F2, F3, F4. Here this is sigma x1 F1, sigma x2 F2, sigma x1 F1, x2 F2, x3 F3 and x4 F4 like that. And we will find here its sum. Now how we find the mean? Then mean will be sigma fi xi upon sigma f. Using this formula we can find mean by direct. This is the direct method. What is the formula? Mean is equal to sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. Okay. This formula is used for discrete group data, as well as this is also used for group data. Group data means continuous and discontinuous. Continuous is what? Just like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 like that. Means upper limit of the class interval is equal to lower limit of the next class interval. If both are same, then that will be continuous class interval. But if the interval is like that, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, again 31 to 40, 41 to 50. So this is called discontinuous class interval. In class 9, everything is given. What is class mark, what is lower limit, upper limit, how we find the adjustment factor, how we find the range, everything is given. So it will be better if you go through the book before study the statistics of class 10. No need to solve all the questions whatever given in the form of exercise of class 9. You have to see only the theoretical portion, the term logic, so that it will be easy and helpful for you to solve the question given in chapter number 21, measure of central tendency in class 10. Okay, in this way we can find this. Then what is the formula for direct method? Mean is equal to sigma fi xi upon sigma f. Now we will discuss about shortcut method. Shortcut. This is also known as HU mean method. Shortcut method, which is also known as HU mean method. HU mean method, which is also known as deviation. Okay, how we use this? Let us try to understand this method with the help of one question. Okay, let us try to understand. Let one question is given. Here I am going to explain the shortcut method, which is also known as HU method or deviation method, using one question. Here class interval given and corresponding frequencies. That is the question. Okay, and then given class interval 10 to 20, 20 to 30, even here. Wait, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 given, 50 to 60, 50 to 60 given, again 60 to 70, and the last one 70 to 80 is given. And what is the frequency? This is 10, 6, 8, 12, 5 and 9. This is the question. Dear student, we can solve this question with the help of direct method also, with the help of deviation method also, and with the help of step deviation method. Whatever method we will apply, in all cases the answer will be same. What we do? First of all, we write the class integer here in column form, and after that is class mark xi. After that, f. Simply we will do first. Here, make a line for this. That is 20 to 30 here. Again, 30 to 40. Here, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, and 70 to 50. And after that, we write here, this is class mark. I will tell you how we should write this. But before, let us write the frequency. For first class mark, it is 10. For the second class mark, 10. For the second class mark, it is 6. For the third class mark, it is 8. And similarly, this 12 here. Then 12, after that 5 and 9. 5 and 9. Here, this will be 5 and here 9. Okay? We just create a block in this form. Okay? Frequency. Now, how we get the xi? Xi is basically used for xi. Xi is class mark, which is L1 plus L2 by 2. Class mark is defined as average of L1 plus L2, means upper limit plus lower limit by 2. Here 20 plus 30, that will be 50. 50 by 2 will be 25. Okay, it will be 25. And here it will be 35, similarly 45, similarly 55, similarly 65, and here 7. Upper limit plus lower limit by 2. Okay, now if we want to find the mean of this graph, this question using direct method, then in that case we just make a column for FIXI, and we multiply this and get here everything. After multiplication, what will become? Okay, we will write this. And then we find the total value also sigma fi, we find here, and again we find sigma fi xi. Here I am explaining the theoretical portion only. I am not going to do all the things. Here we find, and again mean is equal to sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. In this way, we can find the mean using the diagram. But here I am going to explain you about the second method, that is the deviation method. This is also known as assume mean method. Assume mean means what? We consider a mean here. And the mean should be from class mark, not from the frequency. It should be from class mark. And how to consider the assume mean? For this, we just count the number of the class mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 given. If there is 7, if the number of class mark is 7, then we leave the first 3 up and first 3 down, and the middle one we can take as assume. Just like if here we have one more 85, in that case we leave this 3 and this 3, and we take assume like this, and we represent as a small a, assume. Okay, when it is odd, just like if 9, then 4 from below and 4 from upper, and the fifth one which is in middle we will take as assume. Okay, it will help you to calculate smoothly. Otherwise, calculation will be difficult. But if the number of here class mark is odd, even, then what we do? Here how many class mark? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, there is 2, 45 and 55 is in middle. We can take any one of this as assume. We can take 45 as assume. We can take 55 as assume. What do you want? Here I am going to take A. 55 as assume. Okay, let us see. I am going to take now here A assume. This is 45. And what is 45? Lower limit plus upper limit by 2, that is 45. Now what we do here? We just find a column for assuming deviation, not assuming deviation. That is represented by di, and which is equal to xi minus a. Xi minus a. We find it. Xi minus a. Sometimes it is written as yi also. So you can write yi or xi, where you will say. Here if we write xi minus a, here what is 25? 25 minus 45. And what is this? This will be minus 40. No need to represent this. You can write directly also. You can write directly also minus 20. Means 25 minus 45 is what? Minus 20. 35 minus 45, that will be minus 10. And here 45 minus 45, that will be 0. Here 55 minus 45, that will be 10. Here 65 minus 45, that will be 20. 75 minus 45, that will be 30. So in this way, we can find it. That will be minus 20, minus 10, 0, 10, 20 and 30. Now again, we make a column. This fi d. In direct method, what we do? We just multiply fi xi. But here we find the deviation and then fi di. Fi di, not xi. Fi di. This multiply fi di. If we multiply here, we will get minus 200, minus 60, and here it will be 0. It will be 120. Here it will be 100, and here it will be 27. Here it is minus 7. After that we use negative backwards, negative and here plus sign. And what we do now? Again we find the total of this sigma fi is equal to whatever we get, and here sigma fi di also we will get in this form. So there are how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns given. Get it? Now for finding the mean, we use this formula a plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi. This is the formula for getting mean through deviation method, which is known as shortcut method or assume mean method. Okay, if the form of this class interval, in that case, if only xi is given, then also we do this, the same thing. In that case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, and other things will be same. Okay, this is the method for finding mean using assume mean, which is also known as shortcut method or deviation. I told you here one is deviation, that will be xi corresponding class norm, and assume whatever we are taking, just like a. If the assumed mean is 55, at that time 25 minus 55 it will be 30. 25 minus 55 it will be 30. Yes, okay. And here 35 minus 55 whatever it will come, we will write at 20. In this way we can find and calculate. Okay, maybe one question is given and the question is find the mean using all three formulas. One example is given in your textbook, that find the mean of the following frequency distribution by direct method, shortcut method and discrete deviation method. The method will be same. Okay, it may be, the question may be included the group interval, class interval in the form of class interval, or direct in the form of discrete group. Discrete group means class interval will not be given, only this type and this type. Xi and fi will be given and the next one. And if it is in the class interval form, then we have to find it class mark, then corresponding frequency, and do like this. This is the step deviation, which is also known as assume mean. Now let us discuss about the third topic, which is step deviation method. The third one. Here we discuss about the third method, step deviation method. Let us see. The first one already we have discussed, that is direct method. And what is the formula? Mean is equal to sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. The second one, SU mean method. Here mean is equal to a plus sigma fi di, where di is deviation, and sigma fi. And now I am going to discuss the third one, is step deviation method. If any instruction is not included in the question, then teachers are suggested to solve the given mean using any one of these two files. It will be very helpful. Otherwise, if in the question it is mentioned that solve the given question or find the mean of the given question by any particular method, in that case we are bound to solve that question according to the instruction. So let us see what is step deviation method. In a step deviation method, we can also use the same formula. Let us take one more example for the step deviation method. Just like, let a class interval is given. Class interval. Let us see class interval is given, and its corresponding frequency. And class interval is like this way: 1 to 5, 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 16 to 20, and 21 to 25. Like this way, it is given. The question is finished this way, and its corresponding frequency is given, that is 20. The first one is 20, the second one is 50, the third one is 46, and the fourth one is 22, and then 12. Okay? And the question is, solve it. This question we also can solve using direct method and the G method, step deviation method. But now first of all we discuss about the step deviation. Again we draw a column for class interval here. Then class 1 is corresponding frequency. So here 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, like that. And its corresponding frequency is also given. Here 20 given, 50 given, now 46 given, here 22 given, and here 12. Okay? Now what we do? We just find its class mark. And I told you what is the class mark? Upper limit plus lower limit by 2 means 1 plus 5, that will be 6 by 2. Similarly 6 plus 10, that is 16 by 2. And here 15 plus 11, 26 by 2. Like that we can find it. There is here the class interval is 1 to 5 and 5 to 6 here. Means upper limit of the previous class interval is not equal to the lower limit of the next one. This is called discontinuous class interval. Continuous class interval, discontinuous class interval. Continuous class interval is also known as exclusive class interval. Exclusive. Continuous is known as exclusive. Because if this is 1 to 5 and here 5 to 6, in that case 5 is not included here. It will be included here. In the case of continuous. But this is discontinuous. So this is called inclusive because here the lower and upper term both are included in this particular. 6 and 10. 10 is also included. 15 is also included. 20 is also included. 25 is also included. But in the case of continuous, the upper limit is not included in the same particular group. Let us start this topic. So here xi will be 5 plus 3 multiplied, that will be 3, and here 8, here 13, and here 18, here 30. Okay. Now we find a group called deviation di, and you know what is di? Xi minus a, assume mean. We also use here assume mean, and I told you in previous question how we find the assume mean. So here 2 upper, 2 lower, we take assume this, like this. Assume we will take now xi. Then how we find it? Okay, then it will be xi minus 3, means 3 minus 13 is equal to minus 10. Again 8 minus 13, it will be 5. 13 minus 13 is equal to 0. 18 minus 13 will be 5. 23 minus 13, it will be 10. Like this. Means minus 5 here, minus 10, minus 5, 0, 5 and 10. Okay, this is same for the deviation method also. This much is same for deviation. What is the difference in the state deviation? The state deviation, we use this value di by c. Di by c. Di is what? Xi minus a by c, also we can write. Okay, and this is called ui. It means here we are going to make one more column. Basically, this is important for this calculation method, and really it will be very easy for the calculation. Here my suggestion, basically, whenever any question is asked to find the mean and any instruction is not given for any particular formula, then we should use only step division. It will be very easy. So here this is same like our deviation method. What is difference? It will be di by c. Then what is c? What is c? C is a range of the class interval. A range is not the proper word, it will be width of the class interval. C is the width of class interval. And how we find the width? That will be upper limit minus lower limit. L2 minus L1, or sometimes L1 minus L0 also, but here L2 minus L1 I am writing. And it is same for all the class interval. Here L2 minus L1, 5 minus 1 will be 4 here, 10 minus 6 will be 4, 15 minus 11 4, 20 minus 16 4, 25 minus 21 4. It means here C will be 4. Upper limit minus lower limit 1. Here if we find ui by s, so simply we can write ui, we can erase this, or simply we can erase it and like this. So when we divide minus 10, that is di, which is getting from x side minus c, upon c means upon c, that is 4. Upon c it will be 4. 5 minus 1, then it will be like this way. Here I am just taking the width of the class interval is L2 minus L1 is equal to 4. Okay, but this is not true for discontinuous class interval. This is only true for the continuous class interval. But here, whatever question we are taking here, this is not continuous, this is discontinuous. So here 1 is also included and 5 is also included in this particular class interval. Means from 1 to 5. The student who have 1, scoring 1 and scoring 5, both are included, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, the width of the class will be 5. So don't use this formula in the discontinuous class interval. This is only true for the continuous class interval. Here without the class, in this case, in the case of discontinuous class interval is 5. Okay. Here 1 is also included, 2 is also included, 3 is also included, 4 is also included, and 5 is also included. Therefore, it will be 5. Get it? Here 6 is also included, 10 is also included. Here also it will be 5. Here also 5, 5, 5. Means in each case, the width of the class interval will be 5. The formula L2 minus L1 is true for only continuous class interval, not discontinuous class interval. So here it will be 10 by 5 is equal to minus 1. Again here it will be minus 5 by 5 is equal to minus 1. It will be 0. Here 1 and 2. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Okay. And after that we make one more column. One more column. This is the last column and this is called FIUI. FIUI. We multiply this minus 2 and so 22, 40, minus 4. And here minus 50. And here 0. And here 22. And here plus 24. Here plus plus. Minus 40, minus 15, 0, 22 and 24. Now what we add? We just find the total value, that is sigma Fi. Here sigma Fi. If we calculate, if we add, we find that its value will be 1. Its value will be 150. Similarly, we find here also sigma FIUI. Then we find that its value is minus 44. It means the value of sigma FIUI may be positive also and negative also. It may be positive and it may be negative. According, if we choose this one, maybe if we choose this as 18, means if we choose assume it as 18, it will be changed, but the final result will be same always. Now for finding the mean, you can make one more here, and here I have total. This one and this total this one, sigma Fi is equal to this much, and total sigma FIUI is this much. And now we use formula A plus C. A plus C into sigma FIUI upon sigma F. In this way, we can find the mean using HU mean method. HU mean method, mean is equal to A plus C into sigma FIUI, where A is the HU mean, C is the width of the class, and remember, if that is continuous, then L2 minus L1, and if this is not continuous, then you have to understand like this. 1 is also included, 2, 3, 4, 5 is included, therefore the width will be 5. Here 6 included, 7 included, 8, 9, 10 included, width of 5. It means in this case the width of the class will be 5. You know what is Fi? Frequency. Ui is what? Deviation upon C. Deviation upon C. Di upon C. And what is Di? Xi minus C. What is A? HU. What is Xi? Class mean. Like that. And sigma F. Using this formula, we can find the value. So if we put here A is what? That is 30 plus, what is the value of C? Value of C is 5 into, what is sigma FIUI? That is minus, its value will be minus 44. So minus 44 upon Fi, it is 1, like that. So if we calculate it, finally we find that its value will be 11.5. Okay, finally its mean is equal to 11.5. And the same mean we will get if we calculate this question by direct method or assuming method, which is also known as deviation method. This is the total things about the mean, and it's a 3 formula, direct method, three methods for finding the mean: direct method, assume mean method, and step deviation method. Here, at least one question you must get in the board examination, therefore go through it properly. You must solve the example question also, so that it will be easy to know how you should start the solution, okay, and how you should, what should be the process of solving the question, okay. I hope you will solve it and ask the doubtful question through the WhatsApp group. In our next video class, we will discuss about the median and mode. Okay, thank you.